station so special and to celebrate one of the individuals who has helped us shape our identity from the very beginning. Few people have left an imprint of unselfishness and kindness on our team and our community quite like Taylor Washington. From our earliest days in the USL Championship to Major League Soccer and our first trophy in the Lamar Hunt US Open Cup, Taylor has always represented Nashville with unmatched pride, professionalism, and heart. But beyond the field, Taylor has also been a force for good in our community. He's spent countless hours connecting with fans, inspiring young people, visiting hospitals, and showing what it means to live with empathy and authenticity. He's been a bridge between our players, our supporters, and our city. It's players like Taylor who remind us that soccer is as much about on-field results as it is about the connection and passion of the people it represents. So today, we honor a great ambassador on and off the pitch, and so it's only fitting that he's joined by a leader who has believed in him from the very start. Please join me in welcoming our President of Soccer Operations and General Manager Mike Jacobs and Nashville Soccer Club defender and community advocate Taylor Washington. We are going to begin by hearing remarks from Taylor, then we'll follow to remarks from Mike, and we'll see a brief video, and then we'll open the floor for Q&A. So without further ado, Taylor, your moment.
Okay. I'm trying not to read it, but I'm dyslexic, so I know I'll need to. But after 10 long years of playing soccer professionally, I've decided to officially retire. I think it's a pretty good time after we've just won the first trophy in Tennessee history. I want to first and foremost thank God that he listened to the prayers of a kid from Somers, New York, who just really wanted to kick a ball around, wanted to play with his friends, wanted to grow. And those prayers turned into something far greater than I could ever imagine. I want to thank John Ingram. You envisioned a team that was going to impact this city far beyond kicking balls into a net, and to be a part of this light has been something that I cherish every single day. Ian Ayre, thank you for always leading with belief and vision. Your presence, I'll never forget, we were throwing a football in around Tennessee Stadium, and I was like, this guy's cool. I felt like I could just vibe with this guy. And he was always kind and considerate and always so disciplined. To Mike Jacobs, we talked about it yesterday on the phone, but I don't really like this thing. I can't read. It's too formal. But we were talking about how, and Coach BJ, who's here, being at FC Westchester, and I remember in 2015 getting an email from Mike Jacobs at Sporting Kansas City asking if I would come to one of the college ID camps. And I remember I had a knee issue at the time as well, and I was just trying to say, no, we're going to be in the playoffs. I won't be able to make it. But I find it funny how God brings things full circle. Every time I'm pulling into Ensworth, into the training facility, talking about the Knicks, talking about back home, always gave me culture from where I was from. So thank you. To Coach BJ, JB, Mike, and Danny. I don't think I could put into words what this past year has meant, learning how to approach the game differently. The dedication, the belief that you guys have in us, and the relentless work that you guys come in and show every single day. It's the reason why we have a trophy. It's the real reason. And when you have a coach who believes and wants the team and the city to succeed, it's beautiful. To the gaffer, Gary Smith, and Steve Guffey, Matt Pickens, Kosuke, from the times that I received a text message back in May of 2017, I was playing for the Pittsburgh Riverhounds, and Gary texted me, and I was so nervous to respond because I didn't want to break any rules, so I gave it right to my agent. But he told me that soccer was happening in Nashville, and he asked me if I wanted to be a part of it. And I never thought that I would be sitting at a podium retiring 8 years later. But it's so incredible, all the laughs, all the He hated when I cuddled him. I don't know if you remember this. But, like, he called it a cuddle. They told me I was going to MLS, and I got up and hugged both of them. I was, like, crazy. And Gary said, "You can come, just never give me another hug." So my teammates from USL to MLS, all of you guys have shaped me in ways that I don't even think I could begin to describe. Picking me up when I was down, helping me believe in myself when it was hard to sometimes, and just day in and day out, lifting, laughing, playing family, everything. I think that's probably going to be the hardest thing to leave is all the boys. We've had some really special guys come through this place. To everyone at Nashville SC, from the media team to Fran, who works in the security office. I know you guys don't get the presence in the social media that we have, but we know all the work that you guys do. And we're so thankful for each and every one of you guys. And to the fans, you guys have been the heartbeat of Nashville SC from the days of First Tennessee Park, I guess from before then at Vanderbilt, to the times when we sold out Nissan Stadium, to now Geodis Park. And I think it's beautiful that when we go and celebrate a trophy, there's over like 4,000 people there. It's incredible. And it speaks to that this city is truly a soccer city. Now, my mom and dad would kill me if I saved them for last. My mom and dad sacrificed more than ever I think I could talk about. My mom she signed me up for soccer when I was 5 years old, and my dad played football, and he didn't think it was a sport, so he asked her why she would even do that. But 3 years later, I remember I was playing for the same team that Alex Mule played for in Manhattan Kickers. And he came home and he was telling me all about this guy named Terry Henry and how I could try and be like him and run down the wing and cut and cross in the crossing zones. But no matter what it was, every morning after every training session, I would call them, tell them about my day. And I'm excited to tell them that probably it'll be a 9 to 5 now, so they'll get a call a little bit later, and I don't want to disturb their dinner. And I want to thank God again. I don't think it's any coincidence that like all the stories of the people who I've come across in my life, from FC Westchester to BJ recruiting me at Villanova to Matt LaGrassa and I grabbing pizza every Sunday. It's crazy how God operates and orchestrates our lives. And He listens to prayers. Especially when we don't believe in ourselves. So as I hang up my boots, I know that the end for me is the beginning of a beautiful, beautiful book, as Alex Mule once said. It's a continuation, another chapter. And I'm so excited to see what Nashville SC does. I'll probably be the biggest fan. I might try and get season tickets in the supporters section. I think I know a few people who can help me out in that. And I tried to be as short as possible, but I want to thank each and every one of you guys for being here. It means so much to me that people care enough about just a kid from Somers, New York, who just wanted to play some soccer and spread the light of God wherever he went. So thank you, guys.
Congratulations, Taylor. We are now going to hear from President of Soccer Operations and General Manager Mike Jacobs.
Thanks, Chris. When you look at who Taylor Washington is, clearly he's been a tremendous ambassador for Nashville SC, for our city, for our sport. Some of his teammates refer to him as OG from the standpoint that he's one of the originals when you think back to the last member of our USL teams that we've had. But the representative he is of the sport and our club is transcended by the kind of person that he is. Taylor is the ideal young man that every parent should aspire their children to become. His ability to be a positive influence on everyone around him, that transcends who he is as a soccer player.   ,  ,  , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , , I feel so lucky and fortunate to have the opportunity to have had not only been a chance to work with him during these last 8-10 years, but to consider a member of family and friend as well. So it's a tremendous day to celebrate not only what he's accomplished as a player, but that much more as a person, and really excited to kind of get a chance to have not only had a front row seat for these last several years he was a player, but to also have a chance to kind of sit back and watch and see what you do next, because everything he does, I mentioned, it's genuine and organic and real, but also he's the most selfless servant you can come across. He puts everyone first before himself, and because of that, I think he's going to be rewarded 10 times over for the things he gives to everybody. So Taylor, thank you, and we're so excited to congratulate you on this tremendous career you've had, and excited to see what happens next.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. We are now going to watch a brief video, and then we'll open the floor for questions. Zach. We are now working on the audio. I can read it for you, though. We got BJ here. He can actually probably do the voiceover. Maybe we can watch the video after. There we go.
How you show
Thank
up
you.
every single day with that energy that you have, that incredible energy.
Thank you for being you and being one of the nicest and funniest people in the organization.
Your contributions to the team have been significant, but maybe even more than that, your contributions to the Nashville community.
And you were the true example.
It seems like only yesterday when you started this journey here in Nashville in 2018 with our USL team. It's just hard to believe how fast time has gone by.
I still remember 16 years ago driving up to FC Westchester to watch you play as an aspiring pro. Then to have the chance to coach you at Philadelphia as you took your first step as a professional soccer player. And now to be part of the final chapter at Nashville Soccer Club.
It's great to share the field with you back in our USL days, and very proud of you for going on and signing an MLS deal.
It's been an absolute honor sharing the locker room with you, getting to be your teammate, getting to be around your energy.
It's been so inspirational to see how you show up every single day with that energy that you have, that incredible energy.
Thank you for being you and being one of the nicest and funniest people in the organization.
Your contributions to the team have been significant, but maybe even more than that, your contributions to the Nashville community.
And you were the true example of what it means to be a Nashville SC player.
You're always been a selfless guy, thinking about the people next to you.
Wishing you nothing but the best for the future, and I can't wait to see where it takes you next.
We're constantly in the direction of all your dreams, Taylor. We love you, and we wish you the very best.
Well, congratulations, Taylor. We're going to open the floor for questions. We'll start with those in the room. Please raise your hand. And because we have so many new people in the room, introduce yourself and outlet.
Claudio Villalobos from Nashville Total Sports. Taylor, some of us have been here with you since the first day also. And we're going through all the stuff that you've gone through as well. I'm not sure how hard it is for us to stay on this side of the aisle, just being media and not becoming your friend. That was difficult, to be honest with you. I think we became your friends as well, and that's the part I want to ask you about, because you might have dreamt about becoming a soccer player, a professional soccer player, doing good for this team and all that stuff. But did you ever dream that you become the actual picture of Nashville Soccer Club in the community?
No. It's funny enough, I didn't want to be a pro soccer player. I wanted to be a heart surgeon until I got to a chemistry class in college, And, Greg Andrulis, who, when I was getting recruited, I'll never forget, he sat me down. He says, I care more about how you do off the field than you do on the field. And he gave me the opportunity to train with DC United, and I was training with them. And I remember Chris Pontius is in the locker room, and all these different people. And I came home, and I watched the Make-A-Wish video. And I remember calling my girlfriend at the time, and I was hysterically crying, And I said a prayer to God. I said, Lord, if I can my life can mean something. If I can become a pro to do something for other people, then I'll know my life will mean something. And God's let me use this platform, this beautiful game to, kick a soccer ball around and win trophies, which is amazing. But, for me, it's the day-to-day to see people, like serving God means loving God and loving people. I never thought I would be here, to be very honest, yeah.
Taylor, up here, hey. Everybody in the MLS gets to be a part of something. Not everybody gets to build something. How much, when you look back on your career, knowing you went from First Tennessee Park to the Castle, how much will that mean to you?
Yeah, I think, I don't have kids, so I don't, reminisce a lot. I still think I am a kid, but, I think when I look at Mike and I look at and remember, I sat down in my locker for quite a bit, and I can remember the first time coming into this stadium. I can remember the first time pulling into the gravel lot at Ensworth. I can remember Ben Wright and I having Frothy Monkey, together, coffee and breakfast. And to see where soccer came when the preseason game against Atlanta, everyone's walking in the rain and there's 13,000 people. It's hard to think that soccer would grow in this beautiful way here, but it's just a testament to all the people who've been a part of this journey. To be the last guy from the USL, I never thought I'd be that guy, But to be standing here today, I thank God. I really thank God that they kept me around.
Ben Wright with 605 Soccer. Taylor, you just talked about signing with the USL team. 8 years is a long time to stick around any team in any professional sport. I guess just what about Nashville has made it a place that you've wanted to be around for this long, and what does the city kind of come to mean to you over almost a decade? Yeah, I think after the first 2 years, after signing MLS, it was really hard to go home. It was really, really hard to go home. I love New York. I love my parents. But home was here now, the people. I remember, I went to a Target in West Nashville, and someone was talking to me for 5 minutes about Tide Pods, and I was like, I finally found where I belong. I can talk to random people about the most random things, and then say, Lord, God bless you, and they say it back, But I think it's the people, it's everything that goes around in Nashville, the relationships that I've been able to establish. I've known Logan since 2018, where I spoke to your youth group. And then you end up playing for the Special Olympics, Moose, you're an all-star yourself, I think if you were to walk around this stadium, more people would want your autograph. And I think to be a part of that, I pray Nashville keeps me around somewhere in the front office. But, it's just it's such a blessing to be a part of something bigger than yourself in a city that's, to me, truly about community.
Steve Lehman, News Channel 5. Taylor, Ben kind of stole mine about Nashville becoming home, but in that vein, to go through all of those things, to make the connections, to help build a team, and then have that moment where you pick up the trophy with all the supporters a couple weeks ago, how good of a final chapter is that for your playing career?
Oh, dude, it's crazy, I can remember 2 years ago leaving the stadium. I remember I left the stadium, I think you called me back in, and Valer wanted to ask me a question. And he was asking about what it meant to bring a trophy to Nashville one day. I hadn't played in the game. I was pretty upset. And I came back in, and I just remember thinking to myself, that's what we do it for, selfishly, in my last year, I got to be a part of a championship team. I don't even know if that's selfish, but it's just what a blessing, every year coming close, Leagues Cup, playing Messi in a final, Miami. But, to do it in the way that it was done, in the longest-running soccer tournament, and also against my best friend, John Gallagher, who I love. It was, one of the most emotional moments. And that's where I think, there's no such thing as coincidence. Someone's writing this story. And I know his name to be Jesus.
Taylor, I guess, when did you come to the decision to retire? What went into that decision, and I guess what maybe does the next chapter look like for you?
That's a great question. I told the boys in the beginning of the year that I was going to retire. I think, following God for me means going full in. As Jamie Carragher says, leave the football before the football leaves you. I applied to seminary. I got into seminary, thank God. I'm attending there at Asbury University, and, I want to go spread the gospel. I want to go love on people and do it in the Nashville community. And, I think the decision just came as I got closer and closer to God and knew, it's time for the chapter here to end.
Thank you, Taylor. We are going to transition to the Zoom. If you have a question, use the hand raising function, and we'll give it a minute or so for those of you who are on.
Oh, thank you. Bright lights.
All right. It doesn't seem we don't have a question on the Zoom, so we are going to take an opportunity to take a photo. I think we have enough room on the floor. And then after that, we'll conclude our press conference.
Thank you guys so much for being here, too. Means a lot. It really means a lot. So thank you guys for coming.
Thank you for trying to learn Spanish as well.
Yo puedo. Yo puedo. Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, I think I speak for everybody in this room here. Congratulations, Taylor. We're going to miss you, but we cannot wait to see what the next chapter of your life brings.